What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm Cooper Daniels. Today's Monday, December 4th. Sorry, I'm still getting everything together. I was locked out. I accidentally left the opener inside the garage, and my car is parked not close. So I had to get my wife to come back and open the garage for me. She loved that. What's going on, everybody? How the hell are you doing? I'm obviously not living under a rock. I understand that the markets are feeling pretty good, but I will admit, and I think it's kind of fun, that I have not looked at prices at all today. I mean, I'm picturing Bitcoin over, obviously, I think 41. Algo's certainly in the 15s. I don't think that gold held 21. And but we're going to find out. I mean, you probably already know. You know what the prices are before me, but it'll be fun for me to go check it out, see what's going on, check the news. I really haven't done that. I looked at Twitter a bit. I saw that Max Kaiser is pumping 500, that Qatar, however you pronounce that. I think it's Qatar, isn't it? But whatever. I think most people call it Qatar. And he's saying that they're going to spend $500 billion from their treasury, their whatever fund. And I looked it up, and it looks like they've got about $475 billion in that fund. So it seems unlikely they're going to spend everything on Bitcoin. But boy, oh boy, the pumper's going to pump. You know what I'm saying? This is good. Look, this is what I hope you're prepared for this. Oh, for the love of God, I hope you're prepared for this. You might feel underpositioned, and that's okay. But just as long, I mean, I hope you've been stacking sats and you haven't completely capitulated out of your favorite alts. I mean, I have a feeling that Bitcoin is going to continue and it will consolidate and alts will lose and then they'll bounce back. But whatever, I don't know. That's what I think. So I'm heavily more exposed to Bitcoin. And if you watch this show, you know that that's what I've been doing for a bit. But it is true, folks. I even have my Bitcoin cup. I've been using this cup a lot lately. That's what I need. I need more crypto-themed cups. Oh, man. So what are you guys doing? Are you in the chat? What's going on? All right. Good morning, Mort. Morning, afternoon, good evening. I think it's actually good evening to you. The Algonauts. I haven't seen the Algonauts in a while. I feel like that's a bull market name for us. I think the Algonauts are it's appropriate as opposed to the bear market. Algo Hicks, Algo Randos, the Randos. Good morning, Charles. What's going on? And what's up, Silver something? All right, so you guys are in the building. If you guys are watching on X, the chat only happens on YouTube. And make sure you follow me on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube, like the channel, do all the things. All right. If you feel like you want to give me money for some reason, send it to recoup.algo. All right, I've done it all. All right, folks, let's get through this. You know what I mean? Let's have some fun. Let's just check out the news. I have a couple of things queued up. We're going to talk a little bit about Justin Sun, my new favorite topic. Now that CZ that's somewhat complete, I now focus on the other elephant in the room. He's a skinnier elephant, I think. He's not quite as chunky. He's one of those elephants at like the small zoo. You know what I mean? If you've ever been to the San Diego Zoo, they got big elephants. You go to the LA Zoo, they got what looks like hungry elephants. I don't even know if that's true. All right, folks, let's go to, let's share our screen and let's look at CNBC. See what the markets are doing. Looks like there's some red over there. Yeah. All right, the stock market isn't feeling great. It's the headline says NASDAQ is down 1% Monday following 5 straight weeks of gains. So it's down over 100 points, nearly 1%, like the headline says. S&P 500 is down 0.5%, and the Dow is down 0.25%. So the NASDAQ is leading in losses today. Uber did a good job. It's going to join the S&P 500. JP Morgan chartist says S&P 500 to tumble to 3,500, retesting bear lows. I remember when we were calling, weren't we calling for like 2,800, or if it broke 2,800, then the real bad news would come. Spotify jumps. Gold, we'll look at gold price. All right. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, a man that nobody's ever heard of, has stopped his Republican presidential bid. Literally, there are people in North Dakota, they're like, Doug who? Just kidding. They probably know who he is. He's their governor. My hope is the Fed targets a 3% inflation instead of 2%. Mohammed El-Erian, he's a guy, right? He was an economist. I forget who he is. Did he work at the Fed? What did he do? I don't remember. I don't care enough to look. Bitcoin tops 41. How's it holding? That's what I'm worried. I'm wondering. Wall Street, is this like from days past, or is this actually refreshed? It is. Okay, so the Wall Street bull run gets a reality check. So we're getting a little bit of a punch back in the stock market. Oh, well, folks, maybe Qatar has more money than, that's 650 million. Never mind, my bad. Qatar Fund seeks about 650 million from Barclays stake sale. So they're trying to get out of Barclays, and they're trying to get $650 million for that. Did I misread Max Kaiser? And did he say 500 million and not 500 billion? That'd be funny if I did. Because I actually didn't see what Max Kaiser said. I saw like what Bitcoin News or whatever tweeted. Putin's going to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. So he sees who he needs to get on his side. The UAE and Saudi Arabia do tend, in the past, have tended to work with the U.S. Surges passed 2 hours ago. So are we over to 42? Holy shit. Damn. My wife hates crypto, and she bought it. She bought like a little bit of Bitcoin, like at 50. And then she was like, well, if it goes, I was like, well, by the way, this could very well go down. She's like, I'm just going to put a little. And then it went down a lot. And now she hates crypto. But when it got down to like 16, 17, 18, I was like, look, you said that you were going to buy more when it went down. Right now is your opportunity. She's like, fuck crypto. I hate it. I'm like, I'm just telling you, this is your opportunity to do exactly what you said you were going to do. She didn't do it. I did, folks. All right. So Zuckerberg sells first Meta shares in 2 years after 172% share or surge. Good job, Zuck. Do people care about, is anybody on Facebook? Am I in a bubble? Does anybody give a shit about Facebook anymore? And Instagram, I don't use either of those things. I don't like it. I guess WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp on occasion. All right, let's go to CoinDesk real quick. We're going to spoil the price by looking at CoinDesk. Now, it fell below 42. Oh, but Ethereum got up to 22. Yeah, alts don't seem to be as excited as Bitcoin right now. But Bitcoin is up 5% over the last 24 hours. 41.6. Why isn't there an X to get rid of that? Nobody wants this. Look at this person. All right. Michael Saylor's Bitcoin bet profit tops 2 billion. Crypto.com got a UK authorization as an EMI. All right. Sorry, I'm literally, usually I actually look at this news before so I can kind of decipher what I want to look at. I'm just tired of them not letting me close that thing. Oh, Terra. All right, let's see what's going on. What is going on? This is when you know, like, Luna Classic is up 31%. What is happening, guys? Did something exciting happen? Greed is at 75, so it's not like overwhelming, but I'm sure that the index, it gets refreshed every 24 hours, I think. So that's going up. 41.6 with the most volume we have seen in a long time, 37 billion. So, and today's Monday, right? Yeah. Today's Monday, folks. So that means that Sunday volume, 37 billion. We have, I mean, that's bull market numbers, I think. Ethereum 22, so it's up 10% over the last 7 days. Bitcoin is up 12.5%. 24 hours, 5% to 3%. BNB is pretty sideways for the past week. XRP is up a touch over the last week, but it's been in that 60-cent range. No longer the bell at the ball. Solana is up 11.5% in the last week, but down about 3%. It's sitting at $60. Cardano hit 40 cents. Polkadot's at 550, up 8% in the last week. Yeah, so Bitcoin is definitely more impressive than most of these things, except for the garbage that is pumping like crazy. I'm sure we're going to see a big old FTT pump. Thorchain's down. Thorchain's interesting. I was listening to, what is his name? I don't know. What the hell's his name? Eric Voorhees. Was it Eric Voorhees? I don't remember. But he was on Bankless talking about Thorchain. Thorchain is a cool cross-chain DEX built with the Cosmos stack. That's up 22% over the last 7 days. But it's correcting back down. Near's up 18%. I don't know. Does anybody use Near? Is there anything good about Near other than just like the fact that the people that own Solana and FTT are also pumping Near? Aptos, Mickey Mantle, VeChain. VeChain's up 10% in the last week. FTT is up 38% over the last week, almost $5. Down a bit in the last 24 hours, up 0.5%. My God. Well, the charity that everybody is doing for the creditors of FTX by continuing to buy into this crap, are people actually buying into this, or is this just the FTX estate playing games and hoping, just sucking any outside liquidity into this in order to, holy crap, what happened with Stacks? Stacks is up 28% in the last 24 hours, 60% in the last week. How Algo has been pumping. How is it not anywhere near the top 50? Wow. Celestia Tia. Yeah, I see people talking about that ticker. Quant at $100. Algo at number 54. Down a bit. Up in the last week, 15%. But we just have these outliers like Celestia, Render, this garbage. This is another reason they bounced out 140% over the last week. So there was some rumor or something that they're going to bring it back. Like, give me a break. This is like the part of the industry that just drives me crazy. These are just people These are the big boys manipulating to get chumps to put their money in so they can pull it out. I root for the people, the chumps. I hope you wise up. Don't buy this shit. It's a game. I mean, I guess you can play it. You can play the game. Do that if you want. But Luna Classic, FTT, it's all garbage. Even Filecoin, like it's a decent thing, but man, everybody's got that in their targets. All right, that's enough. All right, so that was Coin Market Cap. Let's look at gold real quick. Oh, gold totally corrected down. Look at that. Looks like a crypto chart. People got all excited. They're like, "Ooh, is the U.S. going to war?" I mean, the U.S. is always at war, but on some level. All right, so yeah, still over 2,000, but down $100. Down 4.5% in the last 24 hours. That's pretty intense. Oh, they got the Jets. Oh no, we already watched that. That's an old ass ad. All right, how's silver doing? Silver is down 2. Silver was testing 26, but that's also down 4.5%. So precious metals just dive. We looked at fear and greed. We looked at that. All right, now let's check the block. Or no, vestige. Let's look at that real quick. All right, vestige. So, okay, so Algo is holding on to 15 cents. They're going to take profits, folks. Andre's taking profits. He can drive it down now, and then he can bring it back up. This is going to be the problem that we have with Algo, is that $50 million sale to DWF is he's going to consistently have to put a cap on how it runs, even though there's a lot to be excited about if you're into real world use cases of blockchain technology. Do you understand? So if you actually care about real world use cases of blockchain technology, Algorand will come onto your radar. The issue is going to be in our community, in the crypto Twitter community, people are not delusionally, but they want big gains. And if their gains keep on getting stomped out, they're going to get sick of it. So it's just there. I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe that there is a cap on the momentum that we can get. And I think that's a pretty obvious thing, that we just can't run like a Luna or whatever, I don't know, maybe DWF is pumping that. I mean, he could decide to just let it go, to let it rip, I suppose. Now would be just as good a time as any with all the good news. Even got some CNBC like India coverage with Stacey Warden I saw. All right, so Opal is down below 10 cents. Chips is pushing down a bit. DFly is whatever pushing down, but everything's red. All the ASA red. Coop, Coop, you passed Dharma, you passed vote. Coop's almost at 2 cents and it's down. Look at that. Big old candle. Who took part? Who took part in the party? The Coop party. There we go. Won't sleep until Coop is right there. Just kidding. Far away from $1 million stable TVL. Good job, Chips. All right, cool. Polka Gold is down 10%. They got $74,000 in TVL. It's all on Tiny, man. Pretty sure this is coming from Polka Gold is the first of its kind commodity that seeks to leverage the combined synergies of Polkadot and Algorand. 100% of the supply was released into LP from Genesis. Max supply of 10 million, all circulating. This means just like Satoshi had to mine his first Bitcoin, everyone had to mine their first Polka Gold. I think this is created by a dude named Market Mobster. If you want to go sweep, I mean, that's total speculation, but I think that was created by a dude named Market Mobster in the Polkadot community. He's a trader. All right. Let's just check out Twitter real quick. Then I'll go to a couple articles. I'll look at what you guys are saying. Oh, here I see me. I'm on Twitter. I'm live on Twitter. Okay. Altcoins. I was gonna look at this. Look at this Cope. Oh my God. I'm sure you guys saw this, but I'm gonna look at it anyways. I mean, this guy is relentless. Where is it? Okay, here it is. I mean, this is incredible. Oh wait, no. Here it is. This is incredible. Gold pulling back below 2,100 has provided a catalyst for Bitcoin to spike near 41,000. This could be Bitcoin's swan song. This guy's been singing that song forever. The speculative frenzy around spot Bitcoin ETFs will end soon. Bitcoin's collapse will be more spectacular than its rally. In contrast, gold's rally is real. I took a break from bashing Nick McKenzie and Charlotte Grieve and the corrupt media establishment, especially Nine Network in Australia and the New York Times, to bash Bitcoin. Okay, I don't know what drama he's got with them, but literally nobody cares, Peter Schiff. Holy shit, you've been making the wrong call on Bitcoin. Look at you, man. You've been making the wrong, hi, Peter, how are you? You've been making the wrong call on Bitcoin consistently for how long? Don't you feel like a mockery at this point? I mean, don't you feel like don't you feel stupid? Don't you have any shame? Okay, I'll stop talking to a picture of Peter Schiff. You guys talked me out of it. All right, let's look at this. Did you guys see this? Let's just look at this. Coinbeak. No, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do this either. All right, so CoinGeek, which I think it's very well could be owned by the BSV people potentially. I don't really know, but they're getting sued by Justin Tron. Or Justin Tron, might as well be Justin Tron. Justin Sun is threatening CoinGeek with legal action over his reporting of the growing popularity of his oh my God, I can't talk. Popularity of his Tron blockchain with Islamic terror groups. On November 29th, CoinGeek was contacted by Tron representatives regarding an article published on its site. The article detailed the latest reporting by Reuters on terror groups having shifted their blockchain-based financing activities from BTC to Tron. Tron's reps claimed the tone of CoinGeek's article was defamatory against Tron and Justin Sun in virtually all aspects. All right. So this is the deal, folks. The next thing for all these psychopaths, which I think Justin Sun isn't. I mean, Justin Sun, have you guys been in this community for a while? We all know who Justin Sun is. And, he is like, he's CZ light, but I don't know. What is going to happen with Justin Sun is actually the next big story, right? That or Tether. They're not going to let Justin Sun continue going. They are going to bring this dude to his knees. Or is he not that significant? I mean, that would be the other question. I doubt that he's not. I'm sure with all of his stablecoin games, this guy is in trouble. The article in question quoted an ex-Mossad agent telling CNBC that Tron was dodging requests from Israel to cut off accounts linked to Hamas. The article that they're getting sued over, stated that Tron was committed to combating terrorist financing, but the top priority would be remaining to provide instant, affordable, and reliable transactions. Given the context, Sun's comment could well be interpreted as terrorists have rights too. So that seems like where the defamation would come from. That is kind of putting words in his mouth from that comment. In a follow-up communication, Tron's reps argued that neither Sun nor Tron had the ability to freeze seize Tron wallets due to its public and decentralized nature. CoinGeek responded by noting that Tron's delegated proof-of-stake consensus mechanism relies on a small handful of super representatives to validate Tron transactions. CoinGeek argued that these SRs have the ability to prevent specific transactions from being included in new blocks on the chain. So, I mean, I would think that most of those super whatever representatives are entities owned by Justin Sun. Since mining pools are on other chains have recently demonstrated the capacity to prevent transactions flagged by the Treasury, OFAC, from making it into new blocks, CoinGeek asked whether Tron had initiated discussions with its SRs, whose ranks include multiple, Sun-linked entities, for a similar effort by Tron's SRs. CoinGeek received no response to this query. On November 30th, CoinGeek received a letter from the law firm of Harder Stonerock, litigation counsel for Tron Network. This letter accused CoinGeek of making false and defamatory statements. Blah, 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 blah. There is another article from last year. If you want to better understand the story of, here it is on The Verge. If you want to better understand the story, you should go to The Verge. Just Google The Verge Justin Sun. It kind of tells the whole story of when he did his Tron ICO in China the day before they outlawed ICOs. He went to San Francisco. He bought BitTorrent, and this article just breaks down how this dude does not care about insider trading and wash trading and market manipulation. I mean, it is literally his game. So, I mean, it's a long article. I read it last night. Yeah. He did all the things that they're charging with, but at a higher magnitude and less careful. So yeah, you guys, I'm not going to read that article. It's huge, but it's a good article to read if you haven't read it. It does give you a better understanding of what's going on. Okay. I'm not sharing. What am I doing? All right, let's go. What do we got in the chat here? Let's talk in the chat because what's happening here? Let's get rid of this. Oh man, I feel it. I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling it. I'm working too much. All right. Okay. Hey, all, only those over 50. The gold? Are we talking about gold? Oh, only those over 50 on Facebook. You should be on Facebook in a few years, right? Shut up, Bernie. Shut up. I'm not a few years away from 50. All right, everybody? But I am less than 10 years away from 50. Damn. What up? Love Rumi. How you doing, Rumi? Charles' opinion, they don't want it in the top 50 until it's about to shoot to top 20. You can say the same for Solana. That's true. Well, Solana is fully, look, DWF is, they have their hands in a lot of things. They're one of the biggest market makers around right now. So it's good. They needed, obviously the foundation needed the money to facilitate a lot of this stuff that they're doing in India. And what sounds like a lot of people are very excited about what they're going to do in 2024. So they needed a ton of money in order to do that. So they needed to do the deal. They lost the 35 mil at HODLNOT. So they needed that deal. And at that point, there wasn't a lot of buyers. It was at the depths of the bear market. We were sitting at like 10 cents. I think they did the deal around 10 cents. And obviously it would have been better to do the deal now, but whatever. It's unfortunate though, right? If you think about it, like if they knew all this great stuff was coming, it would have been cool to not have to do that deal, but they had to. But that's the thing. But on the other side, you've got like who do you have manipulating the Sol market? Like, that's crazy. Are people really using Sol like like the price has been moving? Like, no. I mean, I know that Sol's good. I like the totally, I like it all, but like really in the end, are they really going to move? Are people really going to move in mass from Ethereum and layer twos to a Solana? Because I know that Totally would cringe about this, but like Sol is sort of like this ETH killer. It's faster, it's cooler, maybe it's it's all those things, and the token is pumping like crazy, so it's all good, and it seems like a good opportunity. But I don't know. I don't know. What is it really doing? No huge financial institution you would think is going to trust a chain like that. And we're seeing that these types of institutions and these types of governmental plays are actually willing to trust something like Algorand. So I think that we're going to have to find our niche. And then what is Sol's niche really, other than a cheaper alternative to Ethereum, but still all the best stuff is going to be on Ethereum? I don't know. So I'm not convinced about Sol, especially at these prices. But there's an opportunity. I don't know. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, CZ. CZ. I just called CJ CZ. That's where I'm at today, folks. I just called CJ CZ. Thanks, CZ. I got CZ in the comments. Little upset that I called Justin's son CZ Light. Polka gold seems sus. I mean, it does. What is it doing? What is it really doing, folks? What is it really doing? Especially we don't know. I think it's that guy, but it's okay. GG, what's up? 13 years bearish and wrong. Keep going at one moment, he will hit it correct, and then Peter Schiff will feel as a king. It's like Bitcoin. See, this is what I'm doing. BitBoy doing his victory lap about how he called Bitcoin at 40,000. Like, bro, we all knew it was pumping. You called it while it was pumping. Make an exciting call and get that right. And not the call that everybody's literally calling. Oh God, I'm so glad I panic bought. Sometimes you do have to panic buy. Like I remember at Algo at 10 cents, I panic bought. After it started to recover, I was like, oh shit, this could take off. And I panic bought Bitcoin at 25, or maybe it was closer to 26. I think it was like high 25. And because I was like, wait, the tides are shifting. But I didn't go around telling everybody that I did it. And then I didn't go around on a victory lap, because my show isn't to call and tell you prices or to give you any financial advice. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you when you should be buying things. You don't listen to me about when you should be buying things. You can listen to my sentiment and you can take in what I'm thinking and do it. I mean, I do make a lot of good calls. I also have made some bad ones. But my point is this market is so weird. I'm a little creeped out by the bull market right now. The issue is that you can't count again. I find it a bit creepy, folks, because I do believe the major catalyst, if you're not thinking about the halving yet, the major catalyst is BlackRock and all of these massive money managers getting into Bitcoin. That alone creeps me out. I don't love it. It's not exactly, where we are. I know BlackRock freaking controls everything. They control single family homes. They just control everything. And so now they're making their play to control Bitcoin. It's not in the end going to be the best thing, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to go up exponentially. Especially if governments like Qatar decide to put massive, it doesn't have to be $500 billion like I think Max Kaiser said. We should look at that. But it doesn't need to be that, but it can be significant. And if they do it and then the dominoes continue to fall and people keep on buying Bitcoin to rip it from the control of somebody, like to prevent almost the control of BlackRock or whatever, like, and it becomes that soft war that what's his face, Jason, whatever his name was calling for, and it's already going, well, then your Bitcoin is going to rise insanely. So, but at this moment in the current market, it it's like if we're looking at it from a US centric lens, they haven't done the job that they're looking to do. They haven't brought everybody those the crypto cartel or whatever you want to call it, the cartel like of Sun and CZ and whoever else they want to include in that. Um, there's still a major player out there that is so obviously going to either have to settle for some ungodly amount that he probably CZ. I have a lot more faith that CZ can come up with a $4.5 billion fine than a Justin Sun can. And there's heaps. Read that Verge article, and that's from over a year ago. There are heaps of examples of him doing tons of criminal things. So there's that. But at the same time, you can't bet on that just because Justin Sun or maybe Tether is going to get into the sights of the US government. That doesn't mean that, that it's a sure thing. That's for damn sure. Anyway, sorry. I'm rambling. My brain isn't cracking like it sometimes does. Morning, what's up, Dustin? Thank you, LOL. No things as an ETH killer. Just take market shares. Yeah, GG. That's exactly right. There is no ETH killer. It's not happening. Bitcoin and Ethereum are most likely staying up there at the top, right? Unless there is a major scandal and like something like ETHgate just totally plays out the way the people that are, pushing that narrative out there actually is as bad with a ton of corruption, yada, yada. I mean, it could be and it still will survive, but there are potential negative aspects of ETH, but it seems very likely that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then there's going to be other players. Solana could be an alternative like landscape for a lot of the degen activity and the DeFi activity and whatever, maybe more. Some of the cooler, more fun companies might do projects and things on Solana because it's hip and they own a bunch of Sol. So there's definitely a bull case there to be made. And then you're going to have other, I don't know, Cardano seems to be this play that really wants to be talked about in a legitimate way in the sense that it's UTXO and it's decentralized and it's better than Bitcoin and stuff. So there may be some play there, but it just seems like nobody really uses Cardano in a significant way. It's more about just a passionate community that believes in the ethos and the mission. But where is that actually headed? And now it seems like Charles is pivoting with the midnight thing that I don't really understand. And then you have a lot of other like niche things. And what am I missing? Like Avalanche, it's just there's just a ton of different things. And then I think the fact that Algorand is number 54 or whatever we just saw. And if you pay attention, like I said in the beginning of the show, if you pay any attention to what's happening in Algorand, you might not like it. You might not like the altcoin daily guy always bringing up Clinton because you were like, well, who are these people in bed with? You may be skeptical, being like, what the fuck? Like at the same time that Gary Gensler is singling out Algorand, they're partnering up with the Clinton Foundation. And then, Gary Gensler's obvious ties back to the Clinton. You might think about these things and wonder, but even if that is Gary getting out ahead of it and, distracting the fact that he is supportive of Algorand, that in the long run, that gives Algo some sort of juice, right? Even though you might hate the politics of it. Now, clearly, the Clinton Foundation has some inroads in India. India is a massive economy. So, look, my point is if Algorand, in which they clearly are, they're leading the charge in India right now. It's a huge opportunity. It's a huge with the Python integration. So now more and more Indians can use Algorand. This is like, come on, folks. There's something going on. So there's a real world thing. That's sitting at number 54 on Coin Market Cap. The chain that seems to be doing the most real world stuff, and they are putting their claws into the world's most populated country, I think. Isn't it? Have they passed China yet? I don't know. I'm throwing shit out there right now. Anyways, seems a bit silly. Anyways, okay. I mean, Solana VCs are going to dump hard. Exactly. When they decide that this market, they're going to make a big splash. You would think before Bitcoin goes on its exponential run, there's going to be a big news event. There's going to be if do you think nothing is going to happen to Tether and nothing is going to happen to Justin Sun? I mean, we just saw CZ though get fined $4.5 billion and the market pump. So you don't know, but I think that there's another. I mean, and every halving has had this dump happen. So I think that it is in the game that we're going to get it, and that's when they're going to take their opportunity. They're going to obviously get told before that happens. They're going to know in advance, and you're going to start seeing. So when you start seeing Solana dumping a lot harder than the rest of the market, it's probably a sign that the big dump is really coming. I don't know. That's my tinfoil hat. Ludo would like everybody to know that 2,720 out of 3,653 wallets voted in XGov session. There you go. I believe on Friday, I'm going to start a new Twitter space with my buddy Kevin from Algo Foundry. We're going to do a weekly Friday Twitter space at, I believe these are all, I'm 94% sure that this is all correct. Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern on Twitter or on X, an X space. And this Friday, we'll be talking about XGov. We'll be talking about everything over there. So we're going to be working through all that stuff on Friday. Me and Kevin from Algo Foundry, MESSINA ONE. And we're going to try to do that on a regular basis. So make sure you tune into that. I'm a big fan of Kevin. I like Kevin a lot. Algo is a slow performer. I'm not so keen on my bag anymore. Still will boost, but hell, they need a miracle. Partnerships, nobody cares. Yeah, I mean, No Face is a little more pessimistic than I am on it. I do enjoy the fact that this is why I got into Algo in the first place. So it's like I've got to check myself sometimes, because you get into this world and you think, okay, I need the price performance, I need money, whatever. But the reason why I got in here in the first place is that I saw Algorand as an opportunity with Silvio and his connections and his brilliance and all that crap. And I saw, well, this could be the alternative to an Ethereum and Bitcoin, where it does the more institutional things, where it could partner up with things like the US government or the India, or whatever, massive scale things like what they're trying to do in Italy. I mean, I know that people are like, well, Bank of Italy has lots of partnerships, but anyways, who knows? Who knows? All I'm saying is that it does look right. It's just that, and people wonder, well, are the influencers going to give it time? Well, no, because most of the people, especially on crypto Twitter, detest things like Clinton Foundation and all of that. They think that that's disgusting. But they will when the price, but they get interested. You even saw Altcoin Daily posting about, so Algorand's doing India because they're seeing the price go up and their shorts are getting wrecked, or they already closed because they were smart. BitBoy is a junkie and a cheater. BitBoy is having probably the worst year. He's losing all credibility. And, it's just one of those things where it's like, look, nobody is a perfect person. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. It's just that when you blow up your life like that, it's like, I don't think anybody would really care if he cheated. And even if he ended up with his mistress, I mean, some people would pile on. But the way he handled the whole thing just makes him really unlikable, man. So it's just, remember, folks, like, it's okay to make mistakes. Now I'm going to give him a freaking Dr. Phil. But I mean, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make big mistakes. But it's how you adjust after making the mistake. If you just double down, I mean, his wife probably feels stone cold humiliated. And then every single person around her that loves her is like, he is outright crazy and humiliating you. You better take him for everything he's worth. And then good lawyers like the idea that they're going to have a high profile case. So she's going to have incredible lawyers. And it's like all because she tried to stand next to him. All dude had to do was maybe they had some interesting arrangement. Just shut the fuck up, bro, and disappear for a few months. Anyways, I try to tell him in the comments. I know he read them. Probably hates me. That dude probably hates me. But I don't understand. AJ seems like a nice guy. I mean, obviously BitBoy and I guess BitBoy kind of brought AJ along, so he's feeling loyal. But I'm pretty sure AJ can, probably fly free if he decides. JV, what's up? That's a name that I haven't seen in a bit. Coop, man, been at some time since I got on your channel. I remember the good old days when Digibyte was the main topic on your channel. Then you went to a different channel. Are you still invested? I've got a little bit of Digibyte, man, but Digibyte, bro, like where is Digibyte? Let's look real quick. Digibyte, like I like everything. It's like another thing that it's like I like everything about it in the sense that it was, there was no sale, there was no anything. It just was purely like, the guy that created it is, struggling like everybody else. And I think he made some enemies early on, and it made it hard for Digibyte to get traction. Like, obviously, he fought with a lot of people, but he was right. He was going after CZ, got in a fight with CZ. His name's Jared Tate. And in the end, look at that. Now he's really up. Now I see, periphery. I'm not paying a lot of attention, but now he's like, why is everybody so damn excited about these BlackRock ETFs? He's probably right. This dude is right about a lot of things, it's a truly, but then there started to be like, you start to see that there's nobody really working on Digibyte. You know what I mean? The community, like the guy that, well, I don't even remember his name anymore. I forget his name, but there was a dude that was working on it for a long time, had a channel, and then there was a big fight. And then there was this problem with like the infinite supply, where there really wasn't going to be 21 billion or whatever it is at this point. I haven't paid attention to Digibyte in so long, but there was just a lot of drama. And I was like, well, how is this actually going to go anywhere? And like, where is it now? Let's look real quick at Digibyte. But I still have some. Yeah, man. It's at, where's the number? It's 134 million. Look at the volume, man. Only 5 million volume, and that's up 20% too. The market cap is number 266. You see what I mean? It had always been in the top 100, and it is just tumbled out of it. Look, it's still not even a cent. Anyways, so I mean, price isn't everything, of course, and there's a great community behind Digibyte, and it's just it got to a point where I was like, I don't see where this is not, what is it going to do? It filled the same place in my portfolio as Bitcoin, so I just doubled down into Bitcoin. So that's what I did, and then I started looking for smart contract platforms that I thought potentially could be decentralized and appeal to different things. I landed on Algo, and so okay, we'll see how that goes. We're still seeing how that goes, but Algo seems to be kicking, and not in the most exciting way to a lot of people, but it is certainly still kicking. Coop, nobody cares about partnerships. Python integration after 4 years is just poor. I mean, No Face wants that to be known. You know what I mean? I think people do care about partnerships. Honestly, I think that people are starting to actually pay more attention to Algo because of this India stuff, to be honest. So, I mean, I think people do crave for real world use case. It's like it's going to be the major thing. And the more and more they see, I mean, if they continue to partner up with whoever, I mean, it's obscure right now. It's not like anybody in the West really knows, it's all very sort of inclusive based women in India type of stuff, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That is the mission of the Algorand Foundation. So right now, maybe you're right. People don't, but they do see that India and Algorand are becoming a thing, right? They're going to start paying attention to that. And then if it continues and they continue to build on it and the partnerships get larger and larger, then people are going to care. People will care. Smokey McPotts right after says, I care. GG says, I don't care who is tied to who with Algo because I'm not rich yet. After we go to the moon and I'm rich is when I'll care about where my money is tied. I don't know why I love that, dude. Yeah, hell yeah, GG. I mean, that's what I'm saying, dude. I don't care. I love that, actually. Did you hear that? I don't care who's tied to who with Algo because I'm not rich. All right. After we go to the moon and I'm rich, that's when I'll start caring who my money is tied to. Hell yeah. Comment of the day. You win one coop if you want it. Did you see Altcoin Daily's dot proposal? Oh my God, it was so pathetic. I hate it. To get funding for Shilling Dot, I wonder who pays them to FUD Algo. I suspect maybe Sol, but who knows? Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that, yeah, I don't know. I personally think that Altcoin Daily is has got a Telegram chat and they're shorting Algo. And that's why he keeps putting out that Clinton thing every few months. That's what I think, but I don't know. What happened in Dot, if I understand correctly, is that there's a dude named Crypto Chains who has been in the Dot ecosystem for a long time. He's been making videos, and he had a proposal where he asked for so much Dot to continue his show. And then people were like, bro, your channel does not, your numbers don't equate with the amount of money you are asking from the community. This is crazy. And there was a lot of fighting about it. And he was like, well, if I don't get this pass, I'm leaving the Dot ecosystem, right? And then everyone was like, go fuck off, dude. And then he actually did not get his proposal passed. And then what I think happened is that he started, because he knows how to create these OpenGov proposals. It's a little technical in nature. And so he started trying to do a company type of thing where he reaches out to big influencers and he takes a 10% cut of whatever they get. So as far as I can tell, this is an example of this Crypto Chains guy reaching out to Altcoin Daily and being like, hey, man, I can get you some insane amount of money for 3 or 5 videos. I think maybe it was at 3, what is Polkadot, 5 best parachains, stupid shit. So now that passed. So Altcoin Daily is going to make 3 videos for something like $120,000 worth of Dot at lows. So if we're really into a bull market, imagine what that's going to be next year at this time. So I don't know. It's I don't think Dot's certainly not paying anybody to FUD Algorand. I don't think that they're doing that. I think that AVAX definitely did that. And so if you're going to point your finger at anybody, I mean, they have gotten caught for FUDding Dot or FUDding other projects. I mean, AVAX had a whole wing of that. But that's crazy to me. I mean, the amount of, I'm like, fuck, God, man, I want some money. Dustin, he likes reading this chat today. XGov session ends in 6 days on Sunday. So we'll get in on that Twitter space. We'll get in before it ends on Sunday. So we'll be able to chop it up. Friday's a good day then. It's a good day, 2 p.m. Eastern. Go to the Twitter space. I believe it'll either be coming from the Algo Foundry account or the MESSINA ONE account. So both of those accounts, make sure you're there and let's have a productive chat. My target is $4 for Algo, but be honest, crypto is monkey business. People run not on working stuff. It's the crazy goo goo gaga shizzle. I would have made millions with Pepe Shiba instead of Sirius. I know, bro. I know. No face. I know. Me too. No face. I hear you, man. And general governance vote ends in 10 days. I mean, what is even on this general governance vote? Is should we give 5,000 more should we give 5,000 more algo to DeFi or 10,000 less algo to DeFi? It's those governance proposals, the vanilla governance proposals have gotten pretty inconsequential, haven't they? The plants are back, baby. Yes, you're right, learner. Everybody smash the like button if you like Algorand. That's it. Go Algo fam. What's up, outsider? And the Algo community is a joke. Algo is dead, Justin says. Well, that's not nice, Justin. It's not a nice thing to say to the Algo community. Call them a joke. That's not friendly. That's not productive. Algorand's certainly not dead. Why is it dead? Let's see. Algo, are you dead? Let's see. Okay, well, the journey is long. The scroll is real. I mean, up 15% over the last week, up, 0.75% in the last hour. It's over 15 cents. It's got a $1.2 billion market cap. The volume, if you're looking at volume, $175 million worth of volume in the last 24 hours. That's substantially more than a few things. More not Ave, more Ave brow. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not dead. It's not dead. They're doing things. So, is it going to meet everybody's expectations? Well, that we don't know. But if you think it's dead, well, what do you think is not dead? Okay, well, now I'm on CNBC. It's the same stuff. So the market is continuing to kind of push down. The 10-year's up a bit. NVIDIA is down. All right. Let's go back here and let's say goodbye. Yeah, Ludo, can you provide... How can I take someone named Justin seriously? Where's a good Justin? Let's brainstorm some good Justins. Justin Verlander, good pitcher. Hot wife. I don't know. Are they still together? Justin Bonds, everybody's favorite Solana fan. Justin. I haven't really had any Justins like friends. Justin Bateman. Teen Wolf 2. I love how that's where I know him from. Ozark. So Justin, it isn't his name that's dooming him, is all my point. This is Justin's. Thank you. How did I? Come on, man. Oh, is that Justin's son? You think that's him? He's mad you're fudding him. Justin dead. All right, everybody. Hey, look. I hope you had a good Monday. Hope you had fun. It's 10:38. I got to go. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll try to show up on time tomorrow, not 8 minutes late or whatever I was today. All right, everybody. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Let's see what happens tomorrow.